been a strange week, but we're gonna do it again. And I dressed up for Halloween this time as a zebra. Real scary, right? Woo! Anyway, Thursday, time to buy. Amazingly, the classic vehicles aren't on sale this week. Instead, we have the Romeo Hearse, which we had last week, the Sanctus, as well as the Lurcher. The arena vehicles, the Nightmare versions of them, are all on sale this week, 50% off. And the Deluxo is, I believe, 60% off if you have Prime. If you go to the casino, you'll see the Podium vehicle. Now, this interesting car is the Albany Frankenstrange, and it's only available during the Halloween season. It's $550,000, which is something. If you are a Prime member, you can still get the Vespucci Canals nightclub for free, so I would definitely do that. The facilities are 40% off. Now, facilities are a great place if you want to buy like a tank or an Avenger or do the Doomsday heist. They're not really profitable if you aren't a heist type of person, though. There are some cheap ones for about, it looked like $750,000. So it's a good deal if you want any of those things. The renovations are also discounted. The graphics, the orbital canyon, the security room, all these things are, I believe, 40% off. Now, looking back at the history of when we have last seen the facility on sale, it was around July. It's been several months, and it was several months before that. They were a little bit more frequent earlier in the year, but it's been quite a while. It could go either way from here on out, but I would definitely take advantage of it because it is seeming like it's kind of rare. When you get there to the facility, the giant doors open up and it takes you underground. Now, in the facility, you can store the Avenger or your tank. And you can also use this as a spawn location. That's the bedroom right there. One of the cool features of this is the orbital cannon, which is super expensive to use, but it's pretty cool. You can see here, it's $500,000 a shot or $750,000 if you want it automatic. You can use it for surveillance too, which is just kind of fun. There's a guy here. He's headed up towards the casino in the city. Little does he know he's directly in my sights. And then here he goes cutting across that little dirt area. So you know he's not an NPC. Now, this is the room that you would do the Doomsday heist from. The final heist will pay you around $800,000, and it's cool because when you call Lester to get the cops off of you, it will be free. Now, in terms of making income this week, it's all going to be freelance stuff with the menu jobs like survivals. If you have the nightclub, it will allow you to do the business battles, which are 2 times money. And if you're planning on buying the facility, you'll need the MC Clubhouse or a CEO office in order to launch the Doomsday heist. So if you're just starting out, the facility might not be the best thing to spend your money on, but if you have a little bit of money, it's definitely going to be worth picking it up. Now, this is a business battle at the aircraft carrier. I just picked up some supplies there. I ended up switching into the jet because I had a Mark II that was kind of chasing after me. And you just take the supplies into your nightclub, and each one of those trips will be worth $20,000. Now, last week I showed Slasher, and this one is also similar to it. It's Beast vs. Slasher, and so you're going around as the Slasher trying to kill the Beast. And he's going around trying to collect all of these checkpoints here. You need to get 15 of them before the time runs out. Unless you're the Slasher, then you would be trying to kill him. And he's a little bit harder to kill than it might seem at first. My teammate has a minigun here and he's just non-stop on it, and I've hit him like 3 times before he finally dies. So it's a little tricky. I spent about 10 minutes on this and I got 23,000, so I feel like that's reasonable and it's definitely the better out of the two. The other option that's 2 times money is the Alien Survival series. I think these are kind of fun, although they didn't really pay that well. Basically, you want to try to find some cover and shoot these guys as they come in. I found this area, which was pretty cool, because you could just shoot them as they were coming up the stairs. Still, in the end, though, I failed, just like all the other survivals, and after spending about 15 minutes, I only made $5,000, so I would say it's not a great use of your time unless you're just having fun. If you're interested in the races, the Los Santos River has Storm Drain, and to the north of the city, there is the RC car race, La Fuente Blanca. This race is a little bit technical, but it's not too bad. I found it to be fairly forgiving. Basically, you're going to come into this first corner here, and you can go pretty wide. And then you're going to cut in through here, and once you get through, you're going to make a right. Then it's going to be a left, and then you'll be looking for the tree in the middle of the driveway. When you get there, you want to stay on the right side, and then it's a quick left, a quick right, then a quick left, and this goes onto this main dirt road that you were just on. Go back through that area. One of the trickier parts of this is when it has you go under the roofs and the poles are sticking up, so you want to try to avoid those as best you can. Up on this one, I ended up hitting a hay bale that was kind of blind, and it wasn't enough to make me fail the race, so there's definitely a little bit of leeway. Then you're going to go through this area here, and then you're going to crash into the fence in the stables and keep on going. Right back down to the main gravel road. Then you'll be cutting back through the stables and crashing into the poles over here. After you make a left, it will be another sharp left, and then another sharp left after that. It kind of takes you in a big circle, and then you end up at the stables again. The last corner is around these palm trees right there, and then you shoot through this area and you're home free. $100,000 in 2 minutes. The finish of the land race is at the beginning of the drain. It does require a pretty fast bike. This week I used the Hakuchou, which is a little bit faster than the Bati 801, as far as I know. One of the key factors is taking this little gap right there to get on the right side of the canal. And the reason you want to be on the right side is because it's a shorter corner than if you were on the left. You don't want to be totally all the way over to the right, because up here you'll see there's a little portion of the wall that comes out that will send you into the air if you hit it. There's another one right here. And the next trick to this is going to be shooting across the river right there to get on the left side and over the finish line. If you can do that, in 37 seconds, you'll get 100,000. Now, this car is one of the Nightmare cars that's on sale. It is the Nightmare ZR380, and this happens to be my car of the week that I've chosen because it's actually pretty fun to drive. And you see, I don't have it set up as an arena car, but it's a really cool car to drift around because you have the nitrous boost that goes with it. So I would definitely recommend buying this car if you want a car that's fun to mess around in. Now, last week in our financial forecasting section, I said that we were going to stay down with our discounts and income, and that is exactly what happened. Basically, we're settled into these support levels around this area, and how long we'll stay here, I don't know. It's been around that area for several months with just a few little blips going above it. This descending triangle here is trying to tell us that it's going to break out soon. And what I mean by breaking out in this sense is that we're going to get a lot of discounts and we're going to get a lot of income. Now, when this happens, I don't really know, but it seems like it will be soon. Now, one of the reasons I say this is when we look at the motorcycle businesses and the Clubhouse in terms of when they were on sale last, you can see that it's been about 2 months since the last sale, and about 2 months before that, and about 2 months before that. Now, earlier in the year, it was a little bit closer together, but it looks like if it continues that trend, it's going to be happening soon. And then usually when this happens, you'll be getting 2 times money on the MC business sales as well, which looks extremely overdue. That's at least 2 months, maybe probably 3, then 2 months before that. And then I think earlier in the year it was a little bit closer together. So we're definitely due for these MC sales to give us 2 times money. However, I think what's going to be more likely is we're going to stay in those lower levels of discounts and income, and we're going to get something for Arena Wars. If you look at from the beginning of the year, it was a couple months and then a couple months, and then this is 2.5 months right here since we've seen anything for Arena Wars. So that seems pretty likely to have something show up there, especially when you consider their arena vehicles are 50% off right now. You can use this same logic on the Avenger since the facility is on sale. You can see how many months there has been since the Avenger's been on sale. Earlier in the year, it was closer together, but this last gap was easily 3 months. And so since the facility is what you store the Avenger in, it makes sense that the Avenger would be on sale next week. So don't buy it this week. Same with the RC Bandito. If you look at the gapping between each of the weeks of this year, you can see that we're in the largest gap that we've had. So that's probably going to be something that's going to happen very soon. So remember, don't buy any of that stuff. Do buy the facility if you like the heist or want to buy an Avenger or a tank or something like that. But most importantly, remember to go eat some of those mysterious plants because it's obvious Rockstar doesn't want you to make money. Happy Halloween and goodbye, everybody. Have fun watching the grinders yeet themselves off of the bank.